because I could hear the fan running in the background.
Oh, good, because last time Ian was very startled by the fact that we were even online.
That's really weird.
I
Because
know.
The fan, you can hear the fan in the background.
Yes, I know. Hey, it's Rhythm Cafe time.
If we're gonna leave the door open, in fact, maybe let's try without the fan for a while.
Yeah, that was just running. I don't know. Did you turn that on? Or did I turn that on? I didn't turn that on. I know. I understand my actions.
Was the fan on?
It was moving, so I assume so. This is a great intro.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Rhythm Cafe.
Weird.
Beach is with me this week because Ian is lost in the States. Well, that's not true. He's somewhere in the States. I don't know where he is. That doesn't make him a lost boy.
Okay.
But maybe if he finds Peter Pan, he can be. We're playing a game today called Aaero.
Aaero. Aaero. There's no ligature. So
Everything spells it with two A's, and yet if we go into the corner here, they seem to spell it with an upside down E.
yeah, a turn E. Wait, no, hang on.
Turn E Gundam?
That's a 180-degree rotated E. So I don't know if it's the same as a turn E, because it's like, I mean, if you 180-degree rotate an A, it looks as if you've also flipped it. So yeah.
I'm gonna assume the Darium resubscribed for 6 months in a row. Glad to see you all at PAX. Glad we got to see Beach and sell me a t-shirt.
You're welcome.
Now to see how this game turns out. Yeah, I know nothing about this game,
Yeah.
other than like one trailer I watched, which I didn't really watch.
Oh hell, somebody brought up a t-shirt. I'm gonna make mention of this, because we have to put this in our advertising and stuff. The Scrub Phases shirt is back for a limited time because we made a reprint of it. Please go check
Did
that
they add
out.
those numbers to the back end yet?
I have no idea, but it has been reprinted.
It did get reprinted though, so if those aren't in the back end yet, they should be soon.
What she means by that is if you go to the store, you should see it. It'll be in the back end of the store if it's up for sale. But we did sell several of them at PAX. And then on top of that, we have a brand new shirt.
It's called a schwa?
Yeah, the schwa is a rotated E. It's called a schwa. It's a pronunciation thing as well. It helps you learn how to pronounce something. But anyway, we have a new shirt. Gardening with Greg has a shirt now. If you wanted the Gardening with Greg technical difficulties logo, it is the logo of him fighting the thing, and it says Gardening with Greg on it. And if you guys, and the Darium got the Gardening with Greg shirt. Thank you very much, the Darium.
Yeah, it's on green and it's on red.
Please spread that information to people. Go on the Discord and take a picture of your shirt or a picture of you wearing your shirt or something.
I'm sure it'll get put up soon. That's Graham's job, I think.
Yeah, but I want to get out in front of like whatever and be like, hey, we were at PAX and we were making this.
I just also don't want people to come back in like 2 minutes and be like, it's actually not on the store.
Yeah, but it's gonna be there. We did make it, and we are planning on having it on the store. And when it makes it to the store for good, if you can find it on the store right now, I could even just go look myself. But anyway,
you've got the power of the internet in your pocket.
It's Aaero is the game today.
Aaero. Slightly Insane has resubscribed for 8 months in a row. Rhythm gaming time. Also, me trying to learn Japanese as an American. A good idea.
Yeah, I actually think
it's not a question. It's a statement.
Is me trying to learn Japanese as an American a good idea?
No. As an American. Oh, also is. Oh no.
Also,
wait, so
is me trying to learn Japanese as an American a good idea?
There's no question mark.
There's no question mark.
There's no period.
But
that sentence is still going.
Let's throw that in there. I think it is a great idea. I think a lot of people would say that the Asian language you should be learning now is actually Chinese. Learn to speak Mandarin or Cantonese.
Isn't Mandarin the more common one?
Mandarin
or the mainland one? Or is
Cantonese is also widely spoken.
I don't actually know anything. I'm just gonna push a button.
I would say learning Japanese is a lot of fun, and it's simpler because there's no future tense. Learn Japanese; it has no future.
That seems mean. We should probably start with the tutorial, huh?
I think so.
All right. Loading. I'm gonna turn that.
Yeah. Wow.
Down a little.
Cool.
Use controller.
The Greg shirt.
Tutorial is video.
The Greg shirt is not up yet.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be.
Yeah, we need to make some changes to the back end of the store, but especially because we're out of the original hoodie, but we did get the 2.0 hoodies made. So does it just follow the line?
It looks like all left stick.
Does it have to make that noise every time you do it?
I think that was part of the song.
Oh, thank Christ.
Are you sure? Yes.
All right, we're back. We have an ship.
We have one ship.
All right.
Okay, so we can't have another ship. Oh, good, normal mode.
Normal
Chill out.
mode.
Chill out is a.
We might end up doing that. Oh, good. It is the first song. Right. So our apologies to anyone who doesn't like that sound, like me. So I'm apologizing to myself.
Whoa! Oh, wow. Okay.
You have to hold it?
Yeah. My ship is loose. Wow. Nope, that's just the sound of lasers. I'm not sure that is part of the song anymore.
No. Oh.
Oh, look, a new sound for your ear friends. This seems like less of a rhythm game than I was expecting. And more of a music game, which I'm not opposed to. Also, the controller is
Really sensitive?
making my hands feel tingly.
Oh, is it rumbling that
Yeah.
much?
Quite a bit.
Why?
So you can feel the music in the palm of your hand.
What if we turn the rumble off? That is a thing you can still do, right?
I think you can only turn off the rumble if you're not a true gamer. Which means we can totally turn the rumble off.
Nice, that was good.
I'm gonna assume I shouldn't touch those. Okay, do I have a gun to fire or anything?
No, there was nothing about... Do you have to just avoid it?
I don't know.
Well, let's go look at the...
Tutorial again?
Yeah, we unlocked the no points for you achievement. That's
Cool.
good. We should also check the settings too, I guess. Okay. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out where the rest of the tutorial is.
It's coming, I think.
We watched this video.
Well, if you hit Y, does it skip forward? Really? We watched the video and all it does is just trace the thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I saw. When you hit the line, the rocket screams at you.
People are saying that the right stick is how you aim with things. I don't know, I mean, the tutorial isn't showing us that. So,
Ready?
Are we sure that's...
Oh,
You get to play the tutorial?
I guess so. Maybe I didn't actually go through the tutorial properly.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
I am a perfect human being. Game told me so. Well, okay, it didn't say human being, it just said perfect. So I'm a perfect dino bear. Continue.
Ah, we didn't actually play the
The whole thing. So then you use
the right stick to acquire.
and the right trigger to fire.
You can save up to 8, much like in Res.
Okay.
And you can acquire the person in the middle and shoot them as well.
Okay. Neat.
You acquired him as well, I guess, at the beginning.
Yeah.
So continue, I guess?
Well, I mean, I want to learn all the
Yeah.
rules.
Oh, do it on the right time.
In the green zone. Gotta hit that green hill zone.
You want to do it on the beat.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So when do you release?
In the green zone.
But we don't actually have the...
Well,
Yeah. So why'd the volume go down? Was that the game doing that?
I guess so. I'm not sure what this part of the video is showing me. But that you got a thumbs up.
Oh, you can tell from the shape of how you shot. So I think if you acquire everything in a circle and then let go at the beat, it all goes out at the same time, because if you release it off beat, they have to like macross their way out to hit stuff.
Interesting. Yeah, right. This game now brought to you by Motion Controls with Beej.
VR things are a little rough.
Can I have a game where I just get to move you around with a controller?
I don't know, guys. You want to program one of those for her?
I think I'd have fun with that.
I mean, it's essentially just moving people, right?
Yes, but with an interface.
You are maxed out at 8 multiplier, it looks like.
So when do I get my 16 times scope?
I don't know. It's weird because when you're shooting the things, no matter what, it always ends on the beat. So it's odd right off the bat to try to be able to tell, well, how am I actually doing it right or not?
Yeah.
Like, I can see why people who liked Rez would probably like this game, but...
How do I tell when I'm close to the end of the song? Am I there? I am. Excellent.
That's really good.
Cool. Then what happens? Now it's Beach's turn.
Okay.
May we come in, subscribe for 16 months in a row. Hey, welcome back. I hope you came into the cafe to watch.
Alright. Play.
Did you get 5 stars or 0 stars? Or negative stars?
Let's try again.
Oh, I like your song better. The ribbon sounds nicer.
I'm not sure if it's gonna make any noise.
It's the voice. I think.
I'm kind of missing the... It is.
Yeah. It's like, that's Namiko games. If you don't hit the beats, they can't sing. Unless you turn that off. So you can turn that off in those games.
Wow. So now we have some of the
This kind of reminds
Death
me
Star run here.
of some games that I remember playing briefly on like the Sega CD when they were just starting to do games from this perspective with ships and stuff.
Yeah, Sewer Shark.
Yeah.
Damn it!
No, you hit the wall.
I'm gonna try again.
Yes, that is the purpose of Rhythm Cafe.
Oh, good, to try again.
Try again and good enough.
Ah. Okay. So it's always on the downbeat, it's never on every beat.
Bacon Scented Soap has resubscribed for a 2nd month in a row. Welcome back. I wasn't expecting the game to like basically default to the middle of the ship and to have this kind of control, because I was kind of expecting something where you stuck on the line and like you just had to move the ship at the right times.
That's fair.
If you get more songs like this, I'll be very happy. I like calm games. Gen2 Genkar has resubscribed for 20 months in a row, saying thanks for all you do. Thank you for subscribing. I like your Gengar avatar. Calm. Yeah, I mean, this is fairly calm right now, so far. I mean, it's also on normal mode, which helps.
2, 2, 3, 4, bam. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, bam. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4, bam. 2, 3. 2, 2, 3, 4, bam. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. I'm glad I'm not controlling the voice though.
Like if you miss it, like
Warbles
warbles up and down
It's
and
like
like screams at you.
goes flat.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain things I really like when they play with sound like that, but this would probably not be one of them. Did you
Imagine if this is how you had to listen to the radio.
did you hear about like the way the sound works in Spider-Man, where the track like changes to him being more tired out sounding if he's being tired, but like it slips between the two tracks.
That's cool. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, you can't dodge them.
Yeah.
You have to fight them.
All right.
Hey, look at you doing all this stuff.
I missed the weird bonus one that was on the edge there.
Sequins. Ah!
Wow.
I might have to take this again. Oh, nope, still alive.
Oh, the targeting reticle has a beat timer in it. Okay, that's cool. Need one of those Tempest controllers.
I am on the information highway! This is how they would have illustrated this back in like the 90s.
Yeah.
All those weird movies where people went into computers for some reason.
Got good on that one. Nice. What is my opinion on the Kirby lore? Deja asks me. I am unaware of the Kirby lore. That is my opinion on it.
What do you need to know about the Kirby lore? It's a cute, squishy, pink ghost.
Yes. There is Kirby, and there's
Kirby?
King Dedede, who is Kirby's enemy, and they are best friends.
Yes, they have teeth.
And then there is Meta Knight, who is Kirby's enemy, and they are best friends.
Meta Knight is so cool!
And then there is Waddle Dee, who is one of Kirby's enemies, and is King Dedede's lackey, and all of them are best friends.
Very cute.
Good. And then there's the
Everything in
big
Kirby.
tree that nobody
The
likes
poor
because they always
tree.
kick the shit out of it in the first level.
That poor tree should
Nobody
just
likes
move
it.
to a different game. It didn't. I'm not even sure it ever did anything wrong.
I think it's King Dedede. I don't think it's King Dedede. But I can't even remember how they pronounce it in Smash. King Dedede! I don't, or is it King Dedede? I have no idea how that guy pronounces
I
it.
think DDD is what gets tossed around in English a lot.
Okay.
I don't know what the original is.
There's a I was reading about, I swear I was reading about this. You know that radio voice? Where it's like, you know, good morning everybody, welcome to the, you know, that kind of, it's that. Apparently in the industry, VAs call that puking.
Ew.
Yeah.
Can we give it a different name?
I don't know, that's just what they call it. This.
Why?
You're listening to live to 91.5 The Mix. Coming up next, it's a rock explosion. Like that kind of voice.
I mean, that radio voice actually wears me out.
Yeah, see?
but-
Car Smush Prompt and Spuplins calls it a puking voice. Did you call it that because I said that, or did you call it that because you heard me doing the voice and you're like, oh, I know what that is? But that's what they call it. That's what VAs call that voice. I think it's because the it's not throaty for me when I do it. Oh, because you said that, yeah. No, but it's like this. It's this thing that when you over enunciate how you're saying things into the mic, and there's lots of throat going on. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But-
Okay, cool. I thought you were going to tell me something really gross, and I was
No.
waiting for, was bracing for it.
I don't think there.
And I'm
there
glad
is.
you did not.
I'm going to split the atom.
With your mind?
Then we're going to have fission.
Then you're gonna go fishing? There's fishing in this game. Why did no one tell me? I love fishing mini games.
Oh, he shot me first.
Yeah, that's okay. I do that all the time.
Ready.
Give me a fishing mini game in every video game. Even the ones that really shouldn't need it. Like this one. Man, how good would a fishing mini game be in this game?
Right.
I don't know how it would work, but like, do it?
What am I supposed to be acquiring here?
I think you're just supposed to shoot him before he shoots you. What do they call that?
Whoa.
Shoot, I forgot what they call it in video games when you basically stall the next person's moveset.
Stunlock.
Yeah, stunlock.
So it really just ramped up really fucking hard all of a sudden. I have no idea what you're supposed to be hitting here. So I'm just shooting this dude as much as I can.
Yeah, I wouldn't be trying to get that on the beat. A rhythm game based around fishing? Yeah, I'd play that.
This is why I play games like Okami. Alright, what am I avoiding? Did I quit? I think I quit. I'm an idiot.
No.
One more time?
Go for it.
Okay.
I like the idea of a rhythm fishing game being called Drop the Bass. Drop the Bass. This is a good pun, chat.
Because you can't fly up into the power lines.
Right. Looks rough.
I'm just gonna try staying alive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I kind of like the bounce back and forth one though. This
Yeah.
one, like that's pretty good.
Oops. Yeah, this is not going to match the beat. Oh, there's that jerk again.
Yeah, good job. Got there.
I mean, we're sure flying somewhere.
Through the sands of time.
5 stars.
Happy 9000. Oh yeah, no, making a rhythm game is not an easy task.
I imagine the like
From what I understand of it.
synchronization. Oh, boss battle.
Oh.
Synchronization seems like the kind of thing that is down to like it's probably down to like.
Why am I fighting with Quasar Tatarak?
No, this is Shai Hulud, the maker.
Right.
Bless his comings and his goings.
Sorry, got my Doom lore all messed up.
That guy's been a pain in my ass for a while. Hey, good, he's dead now.
Wah! I didn't want to be in here.
That was unexpected.
So gross. So cool.
Okay, I think this is a little longer than the actual worm we were fighting.
Digestive tracts probably go all the way through it several times. Why are there? No, those aren't spider webs. Now that I think about it, I'm not thinking about what those are.
Whoa. You had to blow a hole in the back of that sandworm. I imagine that building a rhythm game is a lot like making subtitles for stuff, where you have to know down to like, your time codes have to be exact with the music. That it's like, okay, well I know that the beat is this in the song. The beat's very accurate, because it doesn't change.
Here we go again.
This is what the inside of a sandworm sounds like. A Wabajack, if we move without rhythm, we're gonna lose. We have to move with rhythm. Whoa, that's dangerous. Also, sandworms don't really breach like that. Like,
Right, from your multiple findings of watching sandworms?
They wouldn't breach and come up and then dive back down again with an arc. They breach like that. They come up and they land because they don't want to be out of the ground that long.
Did I lose?
This might be just in between. Is it disappointed in us? What happened?
I mean-
you still have 2 lives left.
Yeah.
You did it.
The achievement's name was Fierce the Mind Killer.
That's so good. Yay! Yay! That's what I want. I want more Dune references in my video games.
This is the first time we're actually reading the book made
Made the achievement better? Made the game better?
Well, like, the only reason I read the book was because you and your group of friends were making all these Dune references, and after I read the book, I was like, I didn't really need to read this book to understand the Spice Must Flow references. What was the point? But now, that makes more sense. Here.
Here.
I hear you can't stop.
I can't stop. What the hell was I talking about before? Right. When it's down to like milliseconds, right? Like writing subtitles is down to the same thing, is that you basically say, I need to key in a title at a certain point to appear on screen, to be on to a certain amount of screen, and then to disappear. And I imagine it's just the same thing. You're writing text that says, this is when the beat is. And so I need the beat has to happen at all these points, so the beat will be happening down to the millisecond throughout the song like this point. And you're like, so anything that happens in a multiple of this counts, and anything that's off by milliseconds on either side is worth less, and anything that's beyond that on either side doesn't register at all. So it needs to be like on the beat in order to hit like perfects. And I'm like, once you get that sense down of where it needs to land, I think then like you write an engine around that, and then you write your game around that engine.
Yeah, sure. Maybe. I don't know anything about making video games in that way.
Because there's so much like...
But I do know that making rhythm games is harder.
Yeah, like Azure Heights brings up Stepmania, which is like... Stepmania is the fan-made Beatmania games, right? The fan-made Beatmania games. And being able to set things like, this is the tempo, this is when the song starts, and then this is the grid the rhythm goes on, and then the engine, the Stepmania engine handles, this is when these things are supposed to happen, and then it slots that into the engine. So that people can make their own beat maps at home, right? But you have to design that engine to be able to understand this is where the time divisions are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that feels very res. That specific part.
Oh, it's like a it's not a fermata. What do we call those again? Come on. Da-da-da-da-da. What is that called in music again? I used to play those all the time when I was in jazz band. It's a specific type of flourish. It's not a trill. It's something else.
Suggestions from the chat are triplet, staccato.
It is not a triplet. It is not staccato.
Tritone.
It is not a tritone.
Mordant.
Morton, thank you!
There! Well, I mean, I have no idea, so if I just say all the words the chat's saying, maybe one of them would be right. Worked out. It's Mordant. Oh, Mordant is about dying. Mordant is the other one?
Yeah. I didn't see how it was spelled, guys, so I couldn't have told you, but...
Well, I mean, I said Mordant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mordant.
And I said
Yeah,
Mordant.
okay.
Yeah. I like this song.
It's pretty good. I mean, I haven't disliked any of the songs so far.
Yeah,
although
me
that
neither.
first one was kind of jarring. But it wasn't bad. I just maybe wouldn't have started the game with it. I think someone said they heard this commercial in a cell phone, or this song in a cell phone commercial.
That would not surprise me, actually.
It sounds like the kind of song I'd hear in a car commercial. Like I could definitely hear this song being like on TV in some kind of a commercial.
I mean, that's how Moby got his start. When Moby was making music, he couldn't find anyone who would like want to. I think he couldn't publish it or do anything else, so he took all of his songs and he made cut down versions of them for commercials. and sold that, and people found them very catchy and like, well, what song is that? It's an interesting song. And then when you start playing them and DJing them at like events, it's like, oh, that's that song I heard the other day. Like, where did I hear it? You don't recognize that it was in a cell phone ad. You just like, I heard that song the other day. Whoa. It's got that voice filter going on like that opening from Movies with Mikey. Which I love Mikey's music choices for his opening and stuff.
Ah.
Whoa!
Oh. Nope. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they alternate, so that's easier. Map, not Map, sorry, Awabajag asked me if I've played just Shapes and Beats on the Switch yet. I have not. Rhythm games are not generally my jam. I really love Do-Un-Don, but I love Do-Un-Don for a lot more reasons.
Bullet Hell is also not your jam.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
You do not like Bullet Hells, dude.
I love the idea of a Bullet Hell.
Oh, I see. I need to follow the blue one. Okay. Red is bad, blue is good. Got it. Let's watch the game totally defy that logic. Oh, it didn't. I'm still correct.
Someone's gonna come flying in from the side, I bet.
Did you watch any of the Just Shapes and Beats?
I did not.
I think you might really like, I don't think you would enjoy playing the game personally, but I do think checking out how the world level interaction works with the little characters and story pieces of it, I think you would find really, really cute. It was really good. We made friends with like a pirate ship and a helicopter and stuff, and they were all they had this kind of interactive overworld map between the stages that I really, really dug, that I'd like to see in some more games.
Gojira is the achievement, apparently. Why Godzilla? Why bring that up?
Skyscrapers?
Or some kind of monster. Oh.
Ah.
Cute. So I'm also reading the chat, which is good.
Hello, chat. Now we will read you.
Cool. I was going to say, if you wanted to, we could haul it out and play it briefly, but I don't know if we're going to have time, because it seems like, well, I mean, depending on whether we get through this or not. It looks like there's a certain number of stuff you need to a certain number of things you need to be able to, like stars to be able to get through the whole game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dan Floyd did some videos with the designer for Just Baits and Sheeps, which I've been meaning to check out some of Dan's videos, because I know he's been doing. He does, like, I'm pretty sure it's him who does the videos about animation in video games, and they look really interesting. One day I'll have more time to watch more things like that.
All right, what am I shooting? I wonder what the story is here.
In the game?
Yeah. Why do we have to do this?
I'm not sure there is a story in this game.
There's less environmental dangers here.
Have I kept playing Bang Dream Girls? I haven't. I keep meaning to. I haven't really even played that much on my own account. Eventually, I guess. I do want to. I do like that one. Rhythm Cafe has taught us rhythm games get better with the more ridiculous story they have. I mean, that's not necessarily true. I think that's just a preference that at least Ian and I tend to have, is we like the games to have story, especially for a streaming thing.
Like, Citus has a ton of story going on.
Yeah, and it was interesting. Like, the way that they tried to outline it and put that out. But, like, Owen Dawn has a lot of story that's just really silly, but it's goofy. I think we prefer our rhythm game stories just to be kind of goofy and silly because it's a fun time.
5-star, yeah.
And I mean, the last darker storyline we ended up getting on Rhythm Game, which we completely weren't expecting, was about a girl with cancer. And it was just like, oh, what? Took us off guard. You want to take a break now?
Yeah, it is 5 o'clock.
Let's take our break now, and then we'll be back and we'll keep playing this. I don't have to realign the sound with the video when I do these VODs.
I know.
So I don't know why you're doing the clap technique.
I do. Anyway, let's go to break.
Okay. This is the sound of Beej. Glory to the sound he places in your ear holes. Ascend, ascend, ascend. I like Core. Ill still or all still?
Ill still, probably. There's no apostrophe, so. What's funny is that I had my headphones off, and I started doing that, and I put my headphones on, and I was synced up, and I was like, whoa, okay, that's weird. Ooh, you look awful. I don't want to have you as a best friend. Or maybe I do, because then you wouldn't sting me if we were friends. Weird.
I'm not sure that's how friendship with wasps work. But what do I know? I'm not one.
I'm ill still.
This is really wild. It's almost swing. Like the melody's syncopated just off the beat. It's because of the attack is on the beat. The attack on the note is on the beat, but it's muted, so you can't hear it. So what you hear is you hear this reverse thing come in, so it sounds like it's mildly syncopated, even though it's right on the beat. The attack is like invisible to your ears. It's not audible. I've got a reverse setting on my guitar pedal, which is like does the same kind of thing, which is really fun. Nice dodge. Nice.
I'm ill still.
Because the beat isn't swung. But oh yeah, this is really cool.
I always forget about how much music theory you know. Because we don't play enough like music stuff together.
Yeah, it's true.
So it just doesn't like come up.
I mean, I took 6 years of band. I had.
I mean, I took some rudimentary music theory in elementary.
I played violin for 3 years.
Did I know that?
So grade 4, 5, and 6, and 7 technically. Grade 4, 5, and 6. I played violin, and 7 I played violin, but we had to get bussed off to a completely different school to do that, which is a pain in the ass. So for 4 years I played violin. What's up?
What alternate dimension did I fall into where you played violin?
For 4 years?
Ever?
It's the same one. I know how to play violin. I played for 4 years.
No, that was never on the list of instruments that was in your resume.
I was a first violin
your marriage resume to me.
a while, and then I became a second violin because I refused to practice because I only liked to go play when I would go play.
I mean, that sounds like
That's
you.
what happens to me. I hated fucking practicing. Kids hate practicing stuff unless they're really into it, right? So then in grade 7, I also started playing saxophone. So 7 through 12, for 6 years, I played saxophone. I dropped the violin because I'm enjoying playing saxophone more. Though not enough to practice, but I'm enjoying playing it more.
No, that sounds like you.
And for grade 8, 10, 11, and 12, I took private lessons because I wanted to be better, but I also wouldn't practice, which drove my teacher nuts. And it wasn't until grade 12 that he finally figured out. He's like, okay, you got a year left. You finished out your book that you should have been done like 2 years ago, but you finally finished it out because you refused to practice, but now you're practicing. Okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, you've got a few months left. What do you want to do? I said, I want to learn to be better at jazz. And he's like, oh, okay, great. Well, and because I'd been in jazz band for 4 years up to that point, and I've been playing solos and stuff, and just kind of like wildly going like nuts, and still like sometimes I would nail a solo, like it would sound perfect, and sometimes it wouldn't sound right, and I couldn't figure out why. And so he's like, oh, this is the problem. And so he, for like the remaining several months in my whatever, he says, you're gonna learn, we're gonna play Perdido, we're gonna play Take the A Train, we're gonna teach you some standards, and I'm gonna teach you how to build around that and teach you the theory of how this stuff works. And then after, like, in addition to all of that, he also had a chamber quartet. He had 2 chamber quartets. He had one for adults, anyone who was like older than 17 at this point, and he had one that he decided to start because there were 4 of us that were fairly promising at a younger age. So in like grade 10, 11, and 12, I could be in the chamber quartet as long as I was taking private lessons. And so it's like you had to take his private lessons, and then you could also then pay more money to be part of the chamber quartet. And I liked doing that. My parents were fine with me doing that, so that's what I did. And so that was like me, my friend Brian, our friend Mike. We were all like about 15, 16 years old at that point. And his daughter Jen, who was like 13, 14 years old. She was several years younger than us, and she was really good. Because she was being taught by him.
She was also probably practicing.
And probably being like pushed into, you have to remember to practice every day, right?
To be fair, my piano teacher got after me all the time because I did not practice like I was supposed to.
And when you live with your teacher, then it's like that's what's happening. So she had a cool, like she had a soprano. Everyone's probably always seen a soprano sax that Kenny G plays. It was like a long, brass-looking clarinet, right? She had a soprano sax that was curved, like a standard saxophone, like an alto sax would look, except much smaller. I'd never seen one like that in my life before, and it looked so cool. It was silver as well, which is like, this is so cool. So then going into that, and then going into grade 12, I took my dad's guitar because he bought himself an electric guitar, and I'm like, I want to learn how this works. So I started teaching myself guitar at home, and like I just kind of know how to play guitar like since, because I've practiced that an awful lot, and so it's like concert band, jazz band, private lessons, chamber quartet for saxophone, then guitar on top of that, then the violin on top of that, then teaching myself to play penny whistles, because you can, when you learn how to play like wind instruments, you can generally learn how to do those other things as well. And it's like all of that for a very long period of my life doing that kind of thing. So that's the music breakdown, the things I know. And then of course teaching myself to play piano, and then having a friend of mine who actually knows how to play piano correct everything I was doing wrong and teach me actual technique. But I only taught myself one song to play, and I've since forgotten how to play that song. But
I still remember how to do the basic scales and stuff. It's been a long time.
I wish I could get back to being good at that, but we need a piano in order for me to practice it.
You need to have something to actually be like access to something to really be able to practice that instrument.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I never made it into band.
Yeah? Band would not have been your thing?
I wanted to take clarinet.
Oh, okay.
I was not, but my parents did not have the money.
Yeah.
For instrument rental or to buy an instrument, so they weren't opposed to me doing band, but for me to do band, I had to take flute. because my mom had a flute.
So she's like, I want you to learn to play flute.
So-
That's rough.
So if I could take band, I could do flute because we had access to a flute.
Right.
Was like the thing. It's like, if you want to take band, you have to go for flute because we already have that instrument, and therefore then you can be in band. But I didn't really want to take flute. I wanted to take clarinet, and I couldn't make the sound, like, you had to try out for band, and you had to at minimum be able to like
Make the sound on the
make
instrument?
the sound on the instrument, and I couldn't make the flute sound
Which
happen.
is not right.
So they wouldn't let me. Well, they wouldn't let me into band for flute. I could make the clarinet stuff happen.
Yes.
And they were like, "Well, you can do clarinet," except as far as my parents were like, "We can't afford to do that, so you can't
Yeah.
do clarinet." And I was just like, well, I guess I'm not joining band." So, but I'd rather have not joined. Like, I'm glad I didn't get into band because I didn't want to play the flute in the first place.
Yes.
So
That's good.
I would rather have not gotten in on the thing that I could have gotten in on.
Like when I was in grade 7 and joined band, they said, what do you want to play? Write down what it is you want to play on this sheet of paper. In fact, write down the 3 instruments you want to play on this sheet of paper. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to take all these sheets of paper and then I'm going to figure out what everyone's going to play based on their top 3 choices.
Okay, yeah.
So you know what I wrote down?
Saxophone.
I wrote down alto sax, tenor sax, baritone sax.
Cheater.
Because
Wait.
nobody else knew that there were multiple saxophones, right? Most people who joined band are thinking, I'm going to play trumpet or I'm going to play the drums, right?
Didn't you end up with soprano?
So when I was
Or
in
did you get alto? Did you get your first one?
tenor was what I ended up with, and I didn't want to play tenor because alto tended to have more melodic lines. I just want to play melodic lines. Turns out, though, tenor saxophone is way more popular in jazz. And to the point where, because I had a tenor, because now in the house my brother was playing alto and I was playing tenor, Aaron would borrow my tenor to go to jazz band with, because I wasn't in jazz band yet. So he would play my tenor in jazz band. Which, you know, that was fine. And it's like, I kind of wish I like having played tenor. I like that it's like you get more melodic stuff in jazz band when you play a saxophone. Tends to be, if you play trumpet or saxophone, you tend to get that a lot more. But yeah, definitely tenor is like the way to go if you like playing jazz, because it is very, it's got a lower, I mean, it's a tenor, right? So it's got a lower, but yeah, I really like doing that. I feel really bad that your band class was based around the fact like you have to be able to make a noise through the instrument to begin with. Like, flute is not an easy thing to make noise with.
No, it's not.
And so if you didn't want to play it in the first place, it's like, well, then you're not pushed into.
I tried.
Why would you
really
feel
hard.
like you wanted to do
I
it?
tried
right?
really hard to make the noise.
Yeah. My sax teacher also played flute, and he said that they're being both woodwinds, but he says they're actually closer than clarinet is to saxophone. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. In his mind, he sees them as they both reference each other. So yeah. Corvus wants to know the full list of instruments I can play with some skill, or that I've demonstrated some skill in being able to play. It would have been, and this is in no order at all, but I mean like guitar and saxophone and piano. I can keep a beat on a drum set, including a bass drum, but I can't get fancy with fills and stuff. And I play penny whistles for fun, but I haven't hauled them out in a long time, which is probably to everyone's benefit. Oh yeah, the soprano sax thing. So in concert band one year, we were playing the Lion King soundtrack, a medley anyway, and there was I kept forgetting my saxophone at home because I'd have to take it home to go my private lessons and I'd forget to bring it back the next day.
Yeah.
So now here we are, band class, I wouldn't have my saxophone and we're playing this, and so it's like you're gonna have to haul out the shitty tenor, the loner tenor, which is awful, and then get a reed and do whatever. So you take the worst reeds that we have in the school and you get like this shitty whatever else, and I was like, I hate playing this thing. Can I not just... Well, no, you can't. I'm like, do we have a soprano sax? And my teacher was like, well, we do. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so part of the medley, everybody's supposed to get melody parts in it. The tenor saxes got the melody in "Can You Feel the Love Tonight," which of course everybody loved that song, right? That was high school. Everybody loved that song, right? So when it came time to do, like, so I picked up the soprano because they're both in B flat. I'm like, I'll just play it in B flat. It'll be fine. So I started playing that as well. We got to that point, and when we done the rehearsal, the band teacher was like, I really like how that sounds on soprano. Okay. And so we took it again, and he's like, this time, just the soprano sax, no tenors. The other two tenors, no tenors on this. The tenors almost never get melody sections. So this is our first melody section the three of us get to play, is on this song. And my band teacher likes the soprano sound better. So he's like, bring soprano with us when we go on tour. You're playing soprano solo on that part. And I'm like, cool. Fuck.
Yeah.
Because the other two tenors are like, I'm gonna fucking murder you. We finally had a chance to play melody, and you've ruined it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also kind of teacher's pet, so that didn't help either.
Yeah. No. Being a teacher's pet never helps you with your classmates.
No.
Never.
I was also lead tenor in the jazz band too, right? So
Yeah. I mean, I remember taking classical guitar in elementary, and
you heard that too, right?
yes, and the teacher thought I was really good at it, but I was faking it almost the entire time because it's really easy when a whole group of people has to play to fake that kind of thing. I faked choir for a while too. It's a little harder to get away with.
Whoa.
I did like piano though when I took it. I like the way like your hands end up moving for piano.
It does feel good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's also why I really like typing games.
There's a rhythm to it?
Yeah. It's similar. It's not quite the same as doing like the full octave stretches with your hands and stuff, but it's got a similar feel to it.
Okay, I need to... Damn it, I'm gonna die. Turn around. There we go. Well, I'm killing it, so that's something, I guess.
I think you're doing all right if you can make it through the phases.
Did I lose? Vendetta. I made it to the end,
Yeah.
but I didn't blow it up.
So I feel like you can probably defeat these things, but
Did you want to try it?
nope. I'm gonna go to the edge of tomorrow.
All right. Anyway, that link that I linked you guys way back in chat, that YouTube link, that's the song I learned how to play, that I taught myself on piano, with the help of a friend of mine who taught me how to fix my technique.
I like it here. the imagery anyway.
Yeah.
Not fun to being shot at.
Oh. Take care of the shield generator. It's funny watching this on XSplit, seeing it in like 30 frames a second versus seeing it in 60 frames a second. It's like, ooh, yeah, this looks really good in 60 frames a second, and it could probably stand being in 60 frames a second streamed, I guess, but. Oof. A lot of cutbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Treyon asks how much of Road Quest is storytime with Beach. Pretty much 80% of it in my car.
Oh,
Don't
we
worry,
need
all of Road
more.
Quest will not be storytime with Beach, but all of my car is essentially storytime with Beach.
Alpha Centauri.
Most of it
Is that not
isn't
a-
even good.
Voltron reference? We need more stars in order to unlock that. What?
Alpha Centauri is a star. It's an actual star in the sky.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure it gets set on Voltron.
It would, because it's Alpha Centauri is like the next closest star to our star, apparently. If we want to find another solar system, it's like that's the one we would go to, apparently.
So, I guess pick a song where we have not acquired all the stars so that we can get some more stars.
Sure. Fight a giant spy or
Spider-Man, not the one you want.
spider, 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 spider. Does everything. Spider, spiders. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Confused Spider-Cat.
Damn it!
You've almost killed Spider Friend though.
That's good. I'm down to like my last thing though.
Yeah, but like the first time you played this level, you got 2 of those hit off right off the bat.
Yeah, I did.
Like, you're doing really well.
Damn it!
Not quite.
That's
But really close.
You have to like.
I mean, it's
So I just have to
probably-
have a higher like. I have at times 4. Do I need to have even higher than that? Do you think?
Maybe.
Still only 2 stars. Do I need to do it without dying? I wonder.
Let's see.
Happy 9000 is one that's I 2-starred, I think.
Sure, let's give that one a go.
This is the sandworm.
Oh, right.
Oh! When you're on the ribbon, you're doing damage.
Interesting.
Those are all going to fall over.
No!
No!
Not quite.
So close! I didn't try to shoot the spider legs in the tunnel, but maybe I could try that.
Maybe that
Yeah.
might have helped.
Do you want to try this one again, or?
I didn't. I got it a 3rd star. So
That's good. How many do we need to actually?
We need 42 and we have 41, so we need 1 more.
Anything early on that now we've gotten good at? Oh, we can try this. Oh, that's the one with the smashers.
You have to go through the ones that are blue. Like there's the blue gates that smash
Yeah.
together and the red gates. The blue ones do not smash you. The red ones do.
Right. play this.
I mean, you should play the one you want.
Well, it's also because need for variety, right?
Yeah. Twimini gave us 102 bits saying saxophone? And Deft Scythe for 16 months in a row. Beats with Beej, I'm in. Thank you for that resub.
Damn it!
From what I've seen, there's no indicator of how long the song is or how much time is left in the song. Not all rhythm games do that, or song games. But it is a useful thing to know. Want to give it another go?
Yes, I do. That's rough.
Coming with that 50 bits. It's a Simpsons reference like everything else is. Ah! I never really watched The Simpsons. But I don't doubt that.
Damn it! Damn it!
Yeah, that regenerator shield thing is really annoying.
Yeah, because it's like I want to catch as much as I can.
Yeah, you wanna max out your thing, but if you max it out and hit and the shield gets up just in time, it's like a waste as well, which is...
Do we release one more star?
I didn't mean it all.
Nope.
Sparky2197, thank you for the 12 months resub.
Should have concentrated on probably doing revenge again or something else, but
I'm
or
gonna
fight this.
try sequence.
Okay.
Sequence.
Thank you, Mad Fellows Games. Thank you for making it. It's tough in some spaces we didn't expect it to be. So, that's good? I don't know if you guys make a lot of rhythm games or not, Mad Fellows games, but if you do, on our channel here, this is a show we call Rhythm Cafe, where we play rhythm games. always more than happy to
Yep.
show
once
off
a week.
anything new, right? Yeah, once a week we do 2-hour stream playing rhythm games. So if your jam is making rhythm games, we'd be more than happy to play them for you.
Did I do the thing?
Heck
yeah!
Damaquas,
5-starred.
nice, 5-starred.
I got 2 extra stars.
Good thing.
We got a new song.
Thank goodness. Damaquas, nobody at Lure, as far as I know, plays Fortnite at all.
No,
Actually,
the big thing for those who play the
Battle
FPSs
Royales.
is PUBG.
yeah, and then to a lesser
Play
extent,
some.
Destiny 2. But yeah,
Oh yeah, I guess Destiny is one of those types of shooty things. They're not my jam, so I don't pay attention to any of them.
so yeah, we've got time left still. I can play Alpha Centauri now
Yeah,
too.
do it.
That's good.
New song. New
I'm a
song.
guest today on this stream. It's normally Heather and Ian who play it, and Ian could not be in today because he's at XOXO. But I am here filling in. So happy to do that.
I mean, you're the
Oh,
you're the person I think of who will play the rhythm games with me.
so Madfellow Games is the person who is in chat right now, and then a guy called Dan. So I don't know your name, Madfellow, but I do know Dan's name now. And they came from the DJ Hero and Guitar Hero team. So
Oh, cool.
you come by your credentials with honors, it seems.
We still have not done Guitar Hero on this stream.
It's complicated to set up, right?
Yes, that's kind of the problem. People do want us to do it though. We're doing Taiko drummers for the Switch next week. Ian made me promise I wouldn't play the Taiko game on this stream without him. Drakus, thank you for that 15-month resub. Welcome back. Madfellow Games' name is Paul.
Pleasure to meet you, Paul.
New song hype.
The hardest part for me has been identifying the beat that you want us to fire on. If I was going to put out a thing about the game that I found difficult, is I know instinctively when that beat should be. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's like most other rhythm games, and I don't play enough of them to get that it's supposed to come out on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
I like the
3,
boss battles they got going.
2, 3, 4. Yeah,
We're
props on your sandworm, by the way.
yeah.
Fear is the mind killer. That was really cool. Bless his comings and his goings.
Beach just spent a long time reading a whole thing about Dune on something awful, so he's been very reacquainted with Dune recently.
Been hanging out in the Dune thread there. Because I didn't want to go and read Dune again, I thought it'd be faster to just read 81 pages of people talking about Dune, and it was.
That is true. That is not untrue. Dune is longer than that.
Yep. I don't know what those are for, but I like getting them.
Fishy thing. Just wants to hug you, Beach. The missiles are intended to sound almost like an open hi-hat, 1/16th before the beat. Just
Okay, that's good to know, actually.
It's a good book, though. I know there are lots of people who love Dune. I hate Red Dune. And not in the sense of, like, I thought I would hate it, and so I read it. I read it in the sense that a lot of friends I knew made jokes about it, and I was like, I want to understand all the in-jokes. So I read a book.
That was pretty good. Accuracy 73%.
Yeah.
4
I think you
stars.
did well.
5 stars!
Uh,
Nice.
But I personally found a lot of parts of Dune to be really slow and boring.
Yeah, Mad Fellow Paul. I guess
You got a new song for me. Thank you.
we figured out early that it's like this the obviously the lasers are hitting on the beat they're supposed to hit on. So no matter what, the lasers will adjust themselves, which has been a hell of a thing to have to program in. But to be able to like drop it on the beat and then you get a straight laser that kills them immediately is like, that feels like there's more power there. So.
Oh no, they're not. I'm just missing them. Oh, nope, they're hitting me.
Whoa. Nice. Oof. It's getting those long circles right?
Yeah.
I always go too fast or too slow.
Well, and having to watch for the thing to shoot as well.
2-player mode. Somebody takes one stick, somebody takes the other one.
I got to the end.
Yeah, no, Paul from Mad Fellow Games says, we originally set up like a standard rhythm game where you tap on the beat, but it felt too restrictive. People have guns, they want to shoot them when they want to shoot them. And it's like, yeah, I think you've made a really good balance here.
Yeah.
It feels
I do
right.
like being able to shoot the gun when I need to.
It also makes it feel like the game is still teaching you then. It's like, you could either fire now, or if you fire beforehand, you know that when they blow up, it's like, that's when I should have fired. And then you start to like, you know, make that...
I need you
Yeah.
to get 4 stars on this song.
Okay. Get Crazy, Silver Nitrite Mix.
I mean, you don't have to, but if you did, we get that last song.
That's
Are you cool with that?
Yeah, I can try my best.
That's all I ask for you. Actually, that's all we ever ask for Rhythm Cafe, because rhythm games can get hard, and streaming and paying attention to chat while also doing that, not super easy all the time. It's often why we chant good enough. Met Andre, thank you for the 45-month resub. Wait, do we pronounce the A in Aaero twice?
Oh yeah, we could ask for a pronunciation guide.
Oh yeah, how do we pronounce the name of your name?
Damn it, I thought I targeted that guy.
Retry.
Retry. Felt pretty good though. It's a good song. Not too demanding.
Aaero is pronounced Aaero, but appears at the top of alphabetical lists of words of indie games. Aaero. Yeah, like A-E-R-O. Can't help typing 2 A's in a row now. That's fair. Search manipulation. I mean, come on. Being an indie and getting all the exposure you can get is hard.
Bang. 3, 4, bang. 2, bang. 2, 3. Had to pick that extra one up there. I'm off beat all of a sudden.
Just gotta find it. Believing yourself. You just gotta believe. I can't remember Master Onion's whole thing. It's like kick, punch, something. Just don't remember it anymore.
Damn. Get crazy.
Hey, nice.
4 stars? Yay!
Hey, got there.
2. Nice. As you say. I was counting eighth notes, I guess, or instead of 16th notes.
Lightning. Rain. Oh my goodness. I have to dodge lightning. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Oh, right. I guess we're on a boss fight type thing. Squid!
Yeah. It's like that. I don't think you want to blow up the shuttle thing. You want to hit that dude.
Oh, don't tell me what I want to blow up. I want the world to burn. You know that.
Bang. I'm having a hard time finding the beat. I can hear the beat, I just can't find the right one to go shoot on. Wow! Wow.
It belongs to the sea. What?
That's depressing.
What? Clearly, it went home. No,
Actually,
one blow nice.
so should we, I think.
There's one thing
What's up?
I want to see.
Yes. Paul was saying here that some people are bang on the timing and beat that the Kraken before the first tunnel.
Wow, you
So-
can do that?
Yeah.
Neat. It's okay, I gave the sea a whole new friend.
You guys are from England, looks like. I like that one of your community support ninjas also seems to have the #1 ranking on most of your, on just about every single one of the songs so far. So they must play a lot of this. Good for them. Oh, it has credits for everything. Yeah, it's great.
Nice. Are these all the covers?
Yeah, I think of
Of like
singles anyway. Yeah.
cool. Huh, cool. Green Shoots program.
How'd you find programming in Unity, Paul?
Team of 2 people. Cool. What I wanted to do was...
Chill out?
I wanted to see what chill out was like.
Yeah, go nuts.
Because not all rhythm games make a chill out mode.
Pure
and-
Sunlight, or do you want to...
Sure.
That was a pretty relaxing song.
Not all rhythm games do a chill out mode, and I'm always curious when they do, because I don't know, it's nice to chill out to a good rhythm game. Right. I remember how controllers work.
So it's not an infinite mode, though, or maybe it is. It's not a like stack song mode anyway. And there's a lot of DLC that came out for this too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like I saw 4 packs on Steam. It looked like.
Neat. I might have to come back to this game sometime then
With Ian?
with Ian. What are you laughing at?
Paul is the art guy, does art, music, and gameplay. Dan is the programmer, and is the one who goes, "Oh, really? All right." I have some sympathy for Dan there because my degree is in process analysis, which means I would be the guy who'd be going to programmers saying, "Can you do this?" And I have to let them be the ones being like, "Yeah, but I don't want to." So that's fair.
I mean, I'm neither of those things, but you ever been a seamstress who has to work with a costume designer?
Ugh.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Oops.
Right?
My brain was just like, yeah, okay.
Time to fight, right? Because we get used to that whenever you're in the center sections.
Yeah.
The outside sections are always like that.
Yeah. Cool.
That's cute.
Ice cubes.
That's very cute.
Very good. All right. Yeah, we should. I can stop one more ring.
All right, that's good.
I promise. We'll go back to booth. Let's see. We're caught up on our subs and our bits, so that's great.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you to Mad Fellow Games for making the game and stopping in chat to see us
Yeah.
play. That was really cool of you.
And so this has been Rhythm Cafe for this week. Next week, Ian will be back, and we're going to be playing the Taiko Drummers for the Nintendo Switch, which
Taiko
is-
Drum Master.
Well, Taiko Drum Master is the English title.
Taiko no
Taiko
Tatsujin.
no Tatsujin Switch Edition is the, or Nintendo Switch Edition. I'm sorry, they don't call it just the Switch. Is that full title? It's not actually out in North America yet, but
Yes.
I have the Japanese copy, and it has an English patch, so we're gonna play it.
Which is pretty cool.
And I know in previous streams we had the drums, and some of you have complained that it was very loud with the microphones. I don't have the drums this time, but it has motion controls, and I'm gonna make Ian play it that way. So it should be probably the best Taiko stream we've had in terms of saving your eardrums.
Good.
So there's that.
That is good.
Coming up tomorrow will be Checkpoint at the Checkpoint time, which I believe is 2 p.m.
Yes.
I don't believe we have anything currently planned for the evening.
Yeah, I think
For our
we
Dice
didn't
Friends
actually
flat.
nail down a Dice Friends for this week because we were like, let's
PAX
extend it a little
happened,
further.
there was, lots
Yeah.
going on. I think we'll likely have something the week after, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it might just be Checkpoint tomorrow. Do you have a thing you want to say? Do you have an internet thing you want to tell anyone about of where to find you, or?
You can find me at beej at octodon.social if you're using Mastodon, because that's what I'm using now. You can write me stuff on my Twitter account if you like, and I will pop in if it's added at me, but generally I'm not going back to read my Twitters. Geez, I don't know what else. Again, check out store.loadingreadyrun.com. Actually, if you want to buy yourself a Scrub Phases shirt, because those are back in stock, and the Gardening with Greg shirts, we will get up there soon enough. I'm going to do some more follow-up on merch to make sure we have everything put in there.
Yep, and the VODs over on the Loading Ready Live YouTube channel should be getting caught up again soon. They're uploading now, so hopefully in the next couple days they'll be more caught up than they have been over the last week.
Yeah.
Of course, check out the normal YouTube, the Loading Ready Run YouTube, and the loadingreadyrun.com, and like Patreon and all that stuff. Just look up the word Loading Ready Run.
Yeah,
it'll
you'll
get
find
you
us
to all
everywhere.
the places. You can find me over at twitch.tv/lunarjade.
That's right.
I've started playing Danganronpa V3 today, and I'm on day 283 of the 365 day stream challenge. So
You're getting close.
3 more months and then I can sleep. I was really tired this morning.
I'm very sorry. I mean, we stayed up late, but
I was up till 3 a.m. It was a bad idea.
and we've finished watching all of Utena.
Well, no, we gotta watch the movie
We
now.
have to watch the movie tonight, hopefully. But yeah,
Kyran the Walker, thank you for resubscribing for 17 months in a row. It seemed wrong to disrupt the flow, so here I go at the end.
thank you. Do you cover all your subs, or we kind of were just talking?
I think
we were
so.
mentioning them all, weren't we? I think you were mentioning them all as we went through.
Yes, no, we've been keeping up on that.
If you subbed or gave bits, thank you very much. We do appreciate that. And if you actually, this is the thing we should mention, is that we are supported by you here on Twitch, and we appreciate that as well. But Loading Ready Run is also supported by you being on the Patreon. So if you didn't want to subscribe to Twitch, but you feel like putting some money on Patreon, you can do that as well. And that's patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Patreon.com.
The place of creators everywhere.
Many,
it seems.
Yes, fills the bones
It
with
works-
calcium.
I'm gonna go to the going offline
Yeah, it's
screen now.
good.
Goodbye. Take care of each other and do something nice
Yeah, do something
for yourself
nice.
or others. Goodbye.